Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've got for you this absolutely gorgeous Peugeot 3008, and as always I'm going to do a quick walk around just so you can see the condition of the car, and then we're going to jump inside and I'm going to show you all the interior features and gizmos and gadgets and everything that this car comes with, because it is pretty much fully loaded. Now, this particular car comes with the registration number Lima Golf 12 Sierra Whiskey Uniform. It is a Peugeot 3008 Hybrid 4 Auto. It has a 2-liter diesel engine, which is coupled with a electric motor, and obviously that's how you get the hybrid system. So at low speeds you can drive this car purely on electric, and then it's self-charges, so you don't need to plug it in. This is not a plug-in hybrid, this is a self-charging hybrid. It was first registered on the 27th of March 2012, and it will have 12 months MOT as well. So currently, as I'm filming this, the car only has MOT until the 10th of February, but it will come with a 12 months MOT on it. Road tax is only £20 for the year, which is absolutely phenomenal because this is a big car. It is an MPV. It's MPV and SUV, they're very similar, but obviously the overall shape is not SUV-ish. It is an MPV, so it is a family car. Insurance is 26E, so it's very low on the insurance bracket, which basically means it's not going to break the bank when you insure it. And in terms of CO2 output, it puts out 104 grams per kilometer. Fuel economy, this is where this car absolutely shines. It does 68 miles to the gallon around town, 72 miles to the gallon on a motorway run, with a combined fuel economy of 70 miles per gallon. This is an absolute tank. It is a massive car, and to get these sort of figures is absolutely amazing. Top speed, you're looking at 118 miles per hour, and it has a 0 to 60 time of 8.5 seconds. Okay, so it's not a race car, but then again, 8.5 seconds for a car of this size, I think is really, really good. Previous MOT passed without any advisories. Obviously, I don't know what's going to happen with the next MOT, but I hope it's going to be without any advisories, because if there are any, they will be sorted anyway. The car has full service history. I've just had it serviced as well. And it has only 2 previous owners, which is fantastic. The actual condition of the bodywork is pristine. And when I say pristine, I mean it is very, very, very well kept, especially for the age and the mileage of the car. I mean, let's not forget, it's a 2012, so what's that, 12 years old now, and it's covered 100 and something thousand miles. So, but the bodywork is absolutely pristine. The alloys have a few little scuffs on them, as you can see here and there. Nothing major, but yeah, it's nothing that affects the actual functionality of the car. But the interior, it's like a brand new car. Like, genuinely, it's like a brand new car. There's no tears or rips or anything like that. Doors, as you can see, you've got a very nice squidgy material pretty much on the places that you touched, and it's like pretty much everywhere. So they're nice and good quality material. Same at the top here, very nice materials. And then the seats, like I said, there are absolutely no tears or rips or anything like that anywhere on the seats. And you do have front heated seats as well. And then in there you've got your glove box, which is not massive, and that's due to the fuse box, which pretty much all French cars have it in the glove box there. So, but there is one thing that makes up for the lack of space in the glove box, and I will show you that in a second. Right, let's move over to the rear. So again, all those quality materials do move over to the back. You can see how nice and soft and squishy they are, so they are very, very nice to the touch. One really cool thing with this is this sunshade that you can lift up like that, and that will keep all the people in the back, like kids and elderly people and everything, that will keep them protected from the UV rays. Now you can probably see the difference in the windows from the front one. And that is because, as you can see, the rear windows are actually tinted. They're not heavily tinted. They're not. It's not like a limo tint, or it's not completely dark, but they are tinted, so less light comes through the window. And again, that's just another level of protection for the people in the back. Speaking of the people in the back, they are treated to a very, very comfortable leather seat as well. And like I said, there are absolutely no tears or rips or anything like that. And they do have a armrest with a couple of cup holders in there as well. And over here, you've got a little net so you can put some sweets, iPads, stuff like that. And you've got 2 air vents, and then you've got some storage down there as well. Right, let's move over to the boot. I just wanted to show you this alloy first as well. As you can see, this one is in really, really good condition. So moving over to the rear, you do get parking sensors with it as well, which is great because you can, well, you need all the help you can get to park this thing because, like I said, it is massive. One really, really cool thing that I love about the 3008 is the boot opening. So you've got a little button just under the Peugeot writing, and then this opens up like that. And then you've got an absolutely massive boot area in there. But I do also love that you've got this little button there. You pull on it, and then it literally turns into a little van. I think the Range Rovers have this style of double boot opening, but it is very practical and it is very solid as well. You could load larger items in there as well, and it is very, very practical. Underneath the false floor, there's not much. You do get some storage in there as well, but there is no spare tire, and the reason for that is because this is a hybrid car, like I said, and as you can see in there, and they needed some room to put the batteries, and they obviously went in the boot. Now, coming over to this side, so you do have a 12-volt socket in the back, which is nice if you need to plug in a Hoover or a mini fridge or something like that. And also another really cool thing is these quick release levers, and these are for your rear seats. So you pull on that this way, and then that just drops the seat just like that, and that folds down as well, and you get a complete flat loading area. So then you literally turn this thing into a van because it is, well, it's massive. Right, let's just put this back up, and then we'll drop this. Cool. Right, let's keep it moving. Over here you've got your fuel cap. Obviously it is diesel, like I said, and that is the seat. I just wanted to show you. So this actually does fold down like that, so you get, like I said, a completely flat loading area, which is cool. Let's put the seat back up. Right. You do get ISOFIX points on the 2 outer seats as well. I don't know if I showed you that, but yeah, you do get ISOFIX points, and they are very practical, especially if you're gonna have kids sitting in the back. Then over here on this side, you also have that sunshade, if I can call it that, which again keeps the UV rays out. One thing that you haven't probably noticed is that this car actually comes with a massive panoramic roof. I mean, this is absolutely huge. It goes all the way from the sun visors. I mean, as you can see, it eats a little bit into the sun visors as well. That's that big. So it comes all the way there, all the way to the back, just above the headrests. So it is absolutely huge. And let's move over to the driver's side. So driver's side, nice and wide opening door, so it's very easy to get in and out. And again, the same materials, the same nice soft touch materials. Obviously they're not missing on the driver's side. So over here, this is to lock the rear windows. This is to control the windows on the back and the front. This is for your electrically adjustable mirrors as well. And over there you've got the switch for the heated seat, And then this one is actually a fully electric seat as well, so it's electrically adjustable. Right, let me just grab my key and we're gonna jump inside. Ooh, nice and comfy. So down there you've got controls for the screen in the middle of the dash there, and then that is your headlight adjustment, so you can lower and raise the headlights. And then up here you've got your eco button on the left, as you can see there, E, and then there's a little arrow, and O off, so that's, you can turn the start stop off. That's your parking sensors, your traction control, and your interior alarm as well. And let me just go to ultra wide. Lovely. So as you can see, the interior is absolutely gorgeous in here. I do love the fact on 3008 you've got this absolutely massive center console, which makes you are very comfortable. You sit very comfortable in these cars. As you can see right now, my arm is pretty much fully covering the armrest, and there's still place for another arm next to me, so they are very nice and wide. But we'll get to the center console in a second. So at the moment, you got the key, put the key in the ignition, put the foot on the brake, put the ignition on, and then you are being greeted by nothing, because this car starts on hybrid, so the engine doesn't start when you start the car. All you see is that ready sign. Let me just zoom in, see where it says ready. So when it says ready, that means the car is, well, ready to be driven. So you 9 times out of 10 you won't hear the engine starting. You'll only hear the engine starting if it's very cold outside and it just needs to warm up a little bit, or if your battery is completely depleted, and then it will have to start the engine to top up the battery. That's it. Nice and chunky steering wheel. It is leather wrapped as well, so it's very nice. It feels really good in the hand, and it's, like I said, it's very nice and thick, so it gives you a good grip on it. And then over here, let me just zoom this in a little bit. So over here you've got your cruise control and your speed limiter. So this is your cruise, so all you do is you twist this down to cruise or up to limit, so that's your speed limiter, and then you can control it from here. This is your you got these paddle shifters, so you can actually change manually. So the gear lever, you can see it's got reverse, neutral, automatic, and manual. So when you put it in manual, you can actually change the gears through these flappy paddles over there. And then over here you've got your indicators stock, as well as your lights. So it does have auto lights, so you can switch this to auto, and then it will just there you go, when you do this up, it says on that automatic hand lamp lighting activated. So the car will know when it needs to turn on and off the lights, which is again really nice. Moving over to this side, you got that other paddle shift. So this is the plus, obviously that was the minus, as you can see on there. So this is the plus one, so this is you shift up, and that one you shift down. This is your media control, so your volume up and down. This is where you answer and reject phone calls, so this is literally everything that you do in regards to media. And then over here you've got your wipers as well. Now in the dash, it'll make it it is a bit different than a normal conventional car, and the reason for that is because, again, it is a hybrid. Over here, over to the left, you can see you've got a charge gauge, eco gauge, and then 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Obviously this is not RPMs. You wouldn't be able to take it to 9,000 RPMs. So when you drive it on battery, so this is something that you don't need to do. You don't need to remember it. You don't need to press any buttons. You just drive the car as normal. The car knows what it needs to do. So when you drive it at slow speeds, you drive it over in eco. If it is in eco, then you will be driving it on electric. When you take your foot off the accelerator, it will go into charge. So the heavier you brake, the more you recoup energy and you put it back in the batteries, right? And then 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, this is percentage power. So this is when you put your foot down on the accelerator, it will obviously go away from the eco, and then it will keep going up, and it will show you how much power you are demanding from the engine. So you can go up to 100%. If you put your foot down, this needle will go all the way there, and that will give you maximum power. Then over here, you've got your handbrake. This is your battery indicator to say that it is on battery running at the moment. And then up here, you've got your water temperature, your fuel gauge. And then over here, you've got, it's like a little hybrid system. So it's showing you the engine, it's showing you the battery, and then the car. And as you're driving, you will get lights, not lights, sorry, you will get arrows pointing. So if you're driving on the battery, then it's going to be an arrow coming from the battery to the wheels to show that that's what's powering the wheels. If you're driving on the engine, then you're going to have an arrow coming from the engine probably to the battery to show that it's charging the battery, as well as the tires. So it shows you that you're driving on the engine. Up here, you've got reverse, neutral, automatic, and manual. And then over here, over to this side, you've got your speedometer. Yeah, this is your speedometer. And that's the light to show that the door is open. And then as you can see, the car's covered 107,965 miles. So it's fairly low mileage as well, especially for a diesel car. Now, you do have a heads-up display down there, and it just went back in, so that will only stay active if you are actually driving the car. If you're not, it will just go in on its own. Moving over to the center there, so that is your main screen. That's where you control like your radio stations, media. That's where you get like the hybrid system. And as you can see right now, the car is running, but it's not using anything, so the engine is not running. The battery is about halfway topped up, and then at the rear there, you've got your electric motor as well. That is, you can actually adjust the position of it, as you can see, so you can move it up or down depending on your height position. And then this is to close it completely, so you press on that and then it just closes altogether, just like that. Let's just leave it open. Right, over here you've got two air vents. These are for your heads up display, so you can adjust the position of the heads up display. This is, you can adjust the brightness. This is your hazard lights. This is to lock the car. And then down here you've got controls for your media, so for the screen up there. And then as you can see, you've got radio, media, nav. So yes, it does actually have navigation as well. You've got navigation menu there. So yeah, you've got navigation, traffic, setup, and this is for your, I believe this is for your volume. Yeah, but there's no radio stations. Let me see. That's all of, oh, well, I've just noticed they're all 87.5. Just, oh, here we go. Hot tune. Right. I'll leave that off for now because I don't want YouTube to strike my video. But yeah, that was BBC Radio 3. So yeah, that works absolutely fine. So everything on that screen, you control it through here. And then moving down a little bit, so over here you've got your climate control. So as you can see right now, it's set to 23 degrees. But what you can actually do, so it's 23 degrees on the driver, but you can see it's 22 degrees on the passenger. So yeah, you do have a dual zone climate control, which basically means that I can actually move this to, let's say, 26 degrees. And then the passenger could have it at a different temperature. Now you can actually control both of them at once. If you press mono here, you can see that one jumped to 26 as well. And now you can do both at the same. There you go. Right now, everything's switched off because it says economy active mode. So yeah, the car just decided to switch off because it was using too much battery. Now, if I take the key out, so yeah, the car will automatically turn itself if it senses that you are you're not using it, if it just stays there with the engine running, it will just turn itself off. And as you can see in there, the head-up display decided to join the party as well. So you see where it says 0 miles per hour, so you can actually see your speed in that screen rather than you having to take your eyes off the road constantly just to check your speed. So yeah, it's really nice, it's very convenient, and it's literally right in front of you. So yeah, this is your temperature. So like I said, you can adjust both of them if you select mono. This is for your recirculate. That's your front window defrost, rear window defrost, AC, auto, and this is where you want the air to come out from. Then over here, you've got your gearbox, and it's your gear shift, and it's very simple to use. So it's always going to be in neutral. If you want to drive, just put your foot on the brake and move this down to auto, to A. If you want to go in reverse, you have to push it up and lift a little bit and then go up. So that will put it in reverse. And then manual for the flappy paddles like I showed you, these ones here. That's your electric handbrake. Then over here, you've got a 12-volt socket as well. Over here, this is a button that you can switch from auto to sport to zero emission vehicle to 4-wheel drive. So I would say 90% of the time, well, actually 99% of the time should be an auto. If you're going off-roading, obviously put it to 4-wheel drive. If you want to drive it purely on electric, just move this down like that to zero emission vehicle. But it says it's currently unavailable because there is not enough battery topped up. Or you can just push it, you can just move this to sport, and then when you move it to sport, it just gives you more, it makes it, well, not quicker, but it gives you the whole power from the batteries and from the engine as well. This little button here is for your panoramic roof, so you can actually press that and then the pan roof will close. Takes about 12.5 weeks, but once it's done, there you go. Now it's all closed, so it makes the car a lot darker inside. But to open it, all you have to do is just pull on it like that, and then it will slowly open up just like that. Got a cup holder in here, and then over here you've got your center armrest. Now, remember when I was telling you about the space in the glove box and that it's very small, and I told you that there is something that makes up for it? Well, this makes up for it, and I'll show you why. So this opens up towards the driver, so it doesn't go up, it moves up like this to the side. Now over here you've got a little cubby which you can actually remove if you don't want to, and in there you've got literally there is absolutely loads and loads and loads of space. You can probably fit a lot more than you would in a normal glove box in a normal other car. So, and you've got this little tray as well, which is it's nice because it's made out of felt, it's made out of material, so it will stop things from rattling around. Yeah, that goes in there, and that's it. So that is pretty much it. Over here you've got your auto dimming rear view mirror. So if you've got somebody driving behind you with their high beams on, then this mirror will automatically dim itself, which basically makes it easier for you when you drive. And then over here you've got your interior lights, which obviously work absolutely fine. There's no issues at all. Right, let's leave it like that. This shows you all the occupants in the car and who is wearing their seatbelt. And then over here you've got your sun visor with a vanity mirror and 2 lights on the side. And that is pretty much it, I believe. There's not much else I can show you. If there is anything else, if you have any other questions about anything that this car comes with, then don't hesitate to message me. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you might have. Let's just go and park this baby up. I'll just remove the parking brake, and we're not going anywhere because it turns itself off again. So right now, left foot on the brake. Oh wait, it's got to be in the end position, so like that. And right now you can see there, showed up the ready sign, and now it's all ready to be driven. So I can move it down to auto, and then right now the engine kicked in. You can probably see those lights, those arrows in there as they were moving. Sorry, I'm just gonna move this. So you can see right now there's an arrow going from the battery to the car. And then if I put my foot, oh no, wait, so I need to be careful a little bit. Okay, so right now the engine kicked in. You probably can't see it, but there it is. See, there's an arrow going from the engine to the wheels and to the battery saying that it's topping up the batteries right now. And then there is a warning trying to tell me that I need to put my seatbelt on, which I probably should, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm not taking this on the main road. So to go in reverse, push it up, lift, and then go up like that. Then you've got your parking sensors showing up in there as well. Let's see if we can get the parking sensors to kick in. There they are. So they are working absolutely fine. And let's just go and park this baby up. So yeah, see these, though the arrows, sorry, it's difficult trying to, so yeah, you can probably see the arrows. All right, let's just go and park this baby up. Yeah, always wear your seatbelt. I'm on private land right now, and I'm doing, I don't know if you can see, but I was doing about 10 miles an hour. I don't know if you can see on there. I know it's 8 miles an hour, but I was doing about 12 miles an hour. And that is getting louder and louder. I mean, it would be practically impossible, unless you're actually deaf, to be in this car and not wear your seatbelt, because it's, sorry, just a second, I just need to adjust my mirror there, because I need to see where I'm going, don't I? I'm just doing that one. Oh yeah, one other thing is, as you can see, it does have auto folding rear view mirrors, so you can actually fold them in. And I'm just going to park this baby up right here. Right, and we have arrived. That's how you engage the handbrake, and that is it. We are all done. Like I said, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Yeah, you can leave them in the comments, or you can just give me a call on 01684 355 032, or you can email me at vindemautos@gmail.com, or you can visit our website at www.vindemautos.co.uk. Thank you very much for your time, guys, and I hope you have a great day. I hope I'll see you soon. Take care.